Well, I've conquered COVID, I'm over the pneumonia, I'm feeling good. Maybe it's time to do something.
Something I have to pull out though, we're not 100% sure what it is.
Better not be my dildo.
Well, could be the worst I've seen.
My belt broke. How much are we, mate? You can keep that, mate. Alright, have a good day.
To fasten your seatbelt, clip the buckle and clasp, and pull on the loose strap to tighten.
Every now and then life throws us curveballs, and I've had quite a few, but recently I've had a very big curveball. My health has been at all-time low. It's had to make me face some realities, and one of those is the fact that I drink way too much. So I've had to kick myself in the arse and change direction with my life. And maybe this opportunity that I've been granted here to drive someone's car basically up the eastern seaboard of Australia is like a metaphor for my life and my new path, taking new directions. Might seem a bit funny, taking someone else's car, driving 1,800 kilometres, detailing it and selling it for them, but that's what I do. This gorgeous, low mileage 2014 Subaru Forester is our ride this time round. And like all good road trips, it's not complete unless you have plenty of yummy supplies. With the fluids and tyres checked, it was time to hit the road, say goodbye to Melbourne and her leaning French fry, and soak up the next 1,800 kilometres of Australia. Go electric. Go anywhere. Even out at Wagga Wagga we have charging stations. Oh, ice on the bin. First stop, 4.5 hours. Coffee and a sandwich made with special love and care from a backtown servo. Geez, that little place, fresh bloody sandwich, awesome coffee. Oh, that's really good. So much fog. Trying to avoid the highway as much as possible because there's a lot of traffic. Well, there's not really, but there's a lot of radars. Not that I want to speed, but if you slip up once or twice, you get done, and I don't want to get done. I've got to concentrate. I can approach this drive or this road trip in two manners. Take it like I usually do and try and set a record time and get from point A to point B as quick as possible. Or I could sit back and take a laid-back approach and enjoy the trip. Take the time and get a bit of solace, reflect a little bit on what's been going on in my life. How things have changed and evolved over not just the last 6 weeks, but the last 10 years. Take time out. I was 15 k's at my turn off from Cootamundra. Anyone who follows YouTube and drag racing, every year there's a Cootamundra drag race on the airstrip. So I thought I'd come and have a sticky big. Problem is, it's just all foggy. Can't see much. Hoonigan did a series here recently for their this versus that. But yeah, there's planes there. Let's see if I can get a bit closer. Imagine the bloody sound of these cars ripping down the strip here. It's so quiet, except for the birds. All your little sheds here, must be little hangars. Wouldn't mind living here. The airport strip is just there. Okay. And old mate here just told me that they use the main strip. The main strip is about 1.5 kilometres long. Thought I was recording all of that. Interesting talking to a local, but the button on this camera is a prick to push, and if you don't push really hard, it doesn't record. There's some nice buildings here. Yeah, that's the airport terminal right there. How quaint. And the cars must shoot along here. Bit of trivia there. Surely this isn't still used. It's a terminal. I may not have got up close to the strip, but at least I forced myself to detour and take the chance. But now it was time for the Forester, Mandy and I to resume our endeavours. Twelve and a half hours, still into it. I'm starting to get a bit tired now, but I'm literally in the middle of nowhere, so I can't really rest up here. I've got no phone reception, but look at this land. It's just, I mean, it's bloody dry, but it's just so vast and beautiful. I've taken a couple of roads that I'm loving. Like this is, I'm not seeing anybody, and I just did 30 or 40 kilometres almost in a dead straight road through state forest. Had to be a bit wary of the kangaroobies, but like look at this, not a bloody soul. Good road, absolutely magnificent. This here is why I do road trips. I haven't had the music blasting a lot, you haven't heard that, but crank it. Dead roos here. Kangaroobies. Whoop. Okay, I gotta look out. Alright, they're the first two I've seen in a little while and they're big. Better tune in. It's coming on dusk. That's the most dangerous time. Dawn and dusk for the roos. But yeah, this is what it's about for me. And I'm reflecting to a degree on everything. That's sort of parked in the back of my head, and there's probably some filtering going on and some thought processing that I'm not aware of exactly. Like it's probably on a subconscious level. Geez, a lot of roos here. That's 5 roos in the last 2 kilometres. I better go. Concentrate. Can't see me. Spent the night in the car, back of an industrial park. And I'm stuck behind Bunnings here. Woo!
Bunnings Warehouse! Lowest prices are just the beginning.
I virtually slept behind Bunnings last night in the industrial estate. It's a bit chilly, a bit sore on the back, but managed to string together 8 hours of rest. Just letting the fog clear up in the car. Need to find some internet Wi-Fi or something, some kind of internet connection to get my maps up. And then we'll head off. We've got about 6 hours. Not going to push it. Like I didn't rush yesterday either. I just drove for a long time. 13 or 14 hours. I've still got to do the numbers yet. Anyway, we travelled 1,200 kilometres yesterday. Not bad for one fella on his own. I did rest. What the hell's that? I had that in Melbourne. I threw the peel out the window. Probably not good for the pneumonia either. The last hour or so, probably a little bit more, I left Narrabri, and it's pretty much just freaking dead straight roads and trucks. I left it just after 4, but most of the way there's a lot of this going on. We've got our earth moving equipment and a lot of gravel here, bitumen, for road repairs and road updates. Obviously it's a very well used thoroughfare or truck route. And they store their equipment off to the side of the highway. This is a rest area. I've just had another quick little nap. Back in the car, keep rocking. And I'm feeling it. I need some energy. I need some juice. Coffee just ain't doing it. Giddy up.
Train ride just to see you, ride for hours just to please you. You don't know how much I need you, 'cause you're my home away from home, away from home, away from being alone.
Melbourne Shire, a shire just outside of Toowoomba. Can you imagine doing all this kind of stuff back in the 1800s? What do we got? 1881. Melbourne settlers drew water from holes in the creek which is located beside this reservoir. So it's all about the water. 1927 they put down between, a bore was put down between the dams and the creek. So really it's all bore water pumped up into the reservoir, which would probably be the same kind of story for most of the towns in country Australia, rural Australia. Wouldn't just be Melbourne. As I draw inexorably closer to home, one can't help but cement yet another chapter into the complex files that are my life experiences. I'm not going to try and say something pertinent or profound at this point. Just be kind to yourself. See ya. And another one home. Done and dusted. I'm going to the toilet because it's apparently cool, but it's a vagina and a penis toilet.
Beware the biting bee.
Oh, actually, it's gender neutral toilet. Oh, it smells like shit. Really? Oh no. It smells like shit. Complaint time. We've got this person 4 cars up in the 100 zone doing 85, 90, and then we're coming into the town called Young, and the limit goes to 80, and he doesn't slow down for 80. He keeps doing 85, 90. Just that kind of stuff. It's just dumbass driving. Here's a dead centre of town. Look at that, right in the middle of town we are. Dead centre.